guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivy, and today I'm going to be talking about Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. So this follows 17-year-old Simon, who is a junior in high school, and he has a big secret. No one knows that he is gay. And he hasn't come out yet, obviously, because no one knows. But he has been emailing this kid who is also gay, but they don't know who each other are. They use code names, so they've been getting to know each other. But then one day, Martin, this kid in the drama club, which Simon is also in, ends up seeing the emails and taking a screenshot of them, and he blackmails Simon because he wants to get to know Simon's friend Abby. And so he's like, get me close to Abby or else I'll tell everyone that you're gay. So that's where the story starts. And this story has such a great cast of characters, let me tell you. First we have Simon, and he is just so lovable. I fell in love with him immediately. He's such a diva sometimes, but I love it. He loves Harry Potter and acting. And he's hilarious, and he's a loyal friend, and I can relate to him so much, and I absolutely adored Simon, so it's good that I like the main character. And then we have Blue, that's the code name, well, not the code name, but that's like the name of the kid that that's the name of the kid that he emails. And he's so mysterious and secretive, but he's also super honest with Simon. He can't really reveal anything about his identity because he doesn't want Simon to know who he actually is. But he tells Simon stuff that he doesn't tell anyone else. And I was just like, whoa there. The other characters are Simon's friends and family, and they are so amazing. They're hilarious again, lovable, just so supportive, and oh my goodness gracious, I love them all. Okay, so if you have not read this book, I recommend you leave this video now and go read this book because it was so good and you will not regret it, I promise you. Okay, so Simon is trying to get Martin close to Abby, and there's tensions between Abby and Leah and Nick because of like the love triangle thing going on. And then, what happens then? Simon and Martin are like, I don't know how to explain it. And Simon's talking to Blue, and everything's good, and then what happens? Right, that's what happens. So, a bunch of stuff is happening, and then Simon ends up coming out to Abby, and she's like, okay, like, nothing changes, which is what I would want if I were in Simon's shoes. I wouldn't want people to look at me differently. I want them to accept me and be like, alright, that's cool, like, whatever, you know. So then, he told Abby, but now, Martin thinks that Abby and him are dating, so he gets really mad, and so on Christmas, or Christmas Eve, on flipping Christmas or Christmas Eve, he posts a thing that on Tumblr that Thomas, where did I get Thomas? On Tumblr that Simon is gay, and Simon's family and, well, Simon's friends find out, and then he comes out to his family because he's basically forced to, and they're all okay with it. But he's really mad at Martin, and I mean, who wouldn't be? And he's really super angry because it was supposed to be his thing, that's his thing to tell the world, and so that's why he's so mad. And then he's really, really mad at Martin, and Blue figures out who he is. Blue knows that Simon is Simon. And Simon thinks that it's Cal, and I actually kind of thought it was Cal as well, and I kind of wanted it to be Cal, but Blue is like, no, that's not me. And then things get really awkward, and they become really distant, and I was super worried about it. I was like, oh my gosh, is this gonna have a sad ending? This better not have a sad ending. Like, oh my flipping goodness gracious. So then, Nick, Abby, and Simon, they end up, like, going off together, and this makes Leah jealous because they left her out, and she's also mad because Simon came out to Abby first, but that's just because he hasn't known her as long, and she doesn't have, like, her idea of whoever he is, and that makes total sense to me, to be honest, but moving on. So Leah is jealous, Simon and Blue are distant, the bad stuff. But then Simon's like, Blue, I want to meet you. Like, this is happening. We're gonna meet. Meet me at the carnival. And so he comes, and it's Bram. I did not see it coming whatsoever, but I was so happy that it was Bram and not some complete stranger, because I feel like that wouldn't be, I don't know, it made me so happy. And so they were on the tilt-a-whirl and holding hands, and it was so cute, and they both came out, and they're together, and they're dating, and they kissed a lot, and oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing ever, and Leah is not mad anymore, and everything is good. And then the ending was so good when they, after the talent show, oh, by the way, Nora and Leah, slay girls. After the talent show, they're home alone, and oh my gosh, I loved it so much. It was so good. And yeah, it was just so good. And I don't know. The ending was great. So happy. Made me feel so good. And the overall message of this book is your identity isn't set in stone. You shouldn't be scared of what other people might think of you, because Simon, the reason he hadn't come out yet, he thought my family and friends already have this idea of who I am, like of who Simon is. And if I tell them this, it's gonna like change it. I'm not gonna be Simon anymore. I'm gonna be someone else. And what if they don't like this other person? But he told them, and everything was fine. And it just, if your friends are real, like they're real friends, then if you tell them something like this, they would accept it and be like, okay, it's like not a big deal, like you're the same, like I still care about you, and you know, like I don't know, I just love this. It's just so good. And if you couldn't tell, I absolutely love this book. It has become one of my favorite books that I have ever read. Oh my goodness, the story was so good. I just loved every twist and turn of it. The characters were amazing. They were so funny. I love Simon. I already mentioned that. Like, he was just such a great character, and I loved reading about him. And I love the writing. It was so funny, and it actually sounded like a teenager, not a grown woman at all. Like, it was definitely a teenager writing this. I don't know what the people are saying when they're saying that it was a grown woman. It was definitely a teenager. And I just loved the whole thing. The whole message of this made me so happy, and I don't know. I give this, oh, that's great. I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars, obviously, because, like, oh my gosh, this is great. This book is so good, and just so good, and I loved it so much, and I'm gonna stop rambling now because you probably wanna stop hearing me saying that I love this book over and over again. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and this book if you've read it, because oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, last time, I promise. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!